The Motorcycle Monster is brought to you by the MRA. Whether it's motorcycle insurance, roadside assistance, or motorcycle training, the MRA can save you hundreds. Remember, help is on the way with MRA. Nager smiled when he told MCTV that he may take a step into some uncharted territory and try his hand working on some rice burners.
We've been approached by two people to do some Hayabusas, some GSXR 1300s, and ordinarily maybe in the past I wouldn't have wanted to approach it, but when you start doing some real cool stuff, I think there's a flair that we could even bring into the sport bike market where maybe some of these other guys, just really aren't at yet.
Nager is always quick to share the glory of Trik Daddy. He recognizes that teamwork is the key.
The crew that I have here of guys are just dynamite. They could see the vision that I want to achieve in, building and designing a motorcycle. And it makes it that much easier for me so that, we can go forward and come out into the market with new things that, where we're trying to just set the trend in the motorcycle market.
Nager also shares much of his vision with his right-hand man, Scott Sloan. Nager and Sloan got together when Sloan was looking for someone to help him build a custom bike.
So we came in, we sat down, we started going over a build, and the reputation that he had was good. But we just became friends just by talking, being involved in the same things, and he's all about being original and different, and I'm extremely adamant about that.
It is also important to Sloan to build a customer what they want in their vision.
Pretty much give their own character to something. So they're building something that's, them. It's not us. We just put it together. So it's their original designs or personality traits.
Sloan has been riding V-twins for 15 years, but the old bar and shield didn't give him the creativity that he needed.
Now you get to the point with, when you buy a Harley that it can only go so far. How much money do you want to sink into something to make it original? And in the long run, it really never is.
When asked about his job, Sloan told how Trik Daddy tries to give riders exactly what they want.
The gratitude you see on their faces when they're seeing something or an idea you came up with, and they're just like, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. It is somebody's dream, and that's what we're trying to do here, is bring out everything they could possibly imagine or everything they could possibly want. We're trying to give it to them.
Sloan also told MCTV that being a custom builder is not as glamorous as you might think.
The 11 o'clock nights, coming home, and our families, are taking a hit more on it than we are, but they're the ones seeing us leave and running around, coming back. I just bought a house, and I spent probably 2 weeks in it, and I've owned it for 4 months now. You learn to live out of a suitcase and wrinkled clothes and stuff like that.
Sloan also said that recognition for what you do is gratifying.
It's nice to see that when you see people who started this whole thing rolling with Discovery, and you realize that some of them are pretty much down to earth and they're doing the same thing we do. We're not changing the world here. We build motorcycles. It's a good feeling, and and when people start to see it and appreciate it, it's a lot more.
Sloan's down-to-earth style comes through with a true touch of humility.
We're not looking to be prima donnas here, because we're basically just a bunch of grease monkeys that are building machinery.
Sloan's opinion of his Trik Daddy leader, Nager, comes through as admiration for Nager's vision.
His vision's there. He amazes me sometimes on how he can pop a design out. He can look at something and actually see it come to life before anybody else does.
When asked about how he would like the Trik Daddy story to play out, Sloan was conservative with his wants.
I would like it the way it is right now. I still want to be in front of the public. I like talking to people. I like educating them. Because if they deal with us or not, I still want them to walk away saying, what, those guys are all right. They taught me something.
One thing that seems very clear, Trik Daddies has an abundance of many of the traits necessary for a long, successful run that will truly take them to the top of the custom motorcycle world. They are probably already a lot closer than they realize. This is Dan Derringer reporting from Brooksville, Florida for MCTV.